Peace. Good morning, everyone. You're all welcome to today's graduation. And please permit me to turn off my video. My battery is low. I'm just trying to manage it. Okay, so on behalf of LearnlyApp team, I welcome every one of you to today's graduation digital marketing bootcamp graduation. You're all welcome. We're all happy to celebrate this milestone that you've achieved in your tech journey with you all. We know the bootcamp was for 3 weeks and you all learned about digital marketing. You were introduced to what digital marketing is. You learned how to effectively carry out digital marketing on several digital social media platforms and other digital marketing platforms. And you also learned about search engine optimization. And we appreciate your dedication and your commitment to this bootcamp. We know it's not easy. Some of you combining it with your of other activities, with work, with school, but you still put in the effort to achieve what you have. Some of you ensured you finish the assignment on time. You also finished the resources on the app. That's very good of you all. And today we are celebrating your completion of the program, not just the completion of the program, and also a new beginning in your tech journey, because we believe that there's still more, there's still a lot for you out there. The digital marketing space is a very vast one, and we know that before you can meet up, there's a lot that's required of you. And please, like Pedro said, some of you have not finished your resources, some of you have not even submitted your assignment. So please, if you've not done it, try to do that before the end of today. Before the end of today, so that by Monday you start getting your certificates and everyone is going to participate. Everyone is also going to get their certificate. It won't be good for you to attend a boot camp and at the end of the day you don't get your certificate. It's not the best. It's not the best at all. So please try to finish your resources, try to submit your certificate, your assignments rather, if you've not done it. Congratulations once again. You're all welcome. Thank you very much. So the next thing we are going to be doing now, we're going to be having a talk from our guest speaker, one of our mentors. His name is Ladi Israel Ogunsheye, and he has been on this call since. I think he had network issue. That was why he exited the call for a while. So, Ladi, please, you can take the floor.
Thank you very much, and good morning, everyone. And it's such a pleasure to be here this morning. And considering the fact that this is like the crux of a learning journey, or for everybody who has learned digital marketing, and I make bold to say that some of you, a lot of you, everyone in this cohort, in this that has gone through this boot camp, you are actually very privileged because you are coming into digital at a point where there is some form of organized training for you, some form of hand holding. I hear conversations around assignments, projects, and whatnot. So there's some form of structure into the learning that you're getting, and which is totally amazing. And I can tell you for a fact that this kind of structure, this kind of organization, that more than half of the people who come into digital do not have that opportunity, and that's why that lacuna or that vacuum or that space exists in the digital marketing industry. And I can say for a fact that that's the advantage that many of you that have gone through this program you would have as against your peers who have not gone through a program like this. And that being said, which introduces the conversation I want to have with us this morning. Now, a lot of times people say things like, "Oh, I'm a digital marketer, I work in digital marketing," and at the end of the day, when you work with them, when you hire them, you realize that they have some skill deficiency, which isn't just technical skill, but that are non-technical skills, and that's why this conversation that we're having this morning is very, very essential. And so I want to encourage you to pay attention. For the few minutes I'll be speaking for just 10 minutes max, maximum 10 minutes, and I'll be out of this conversation because I know there are other things that needs to happen. So I've designed this conversation to just be very, very short. So And then I'll be speaking about soft skills. Now, the conversation is then soft skills. What are soft skills? Now, everything that is not a technical skill, everything that doesn't have to do with digital advertising, that doesn't have to do with search engine optimization, that doesn't have to do with content marketing, that doesn't have to do with content development, that doesn't have to do with social media management. Every of these things that are non-technical skills are what we know as soft skills. And then if every non-technical skill is a soft skill, then the conversation is that why are soft skills important? Now, if I've learned how to do SEO, I've learned how to do website optimization, I've learned how to do digital advertising, I've learned how to do content marketing, I've learned how to do email marketing, etc. Why then do I need to learn about soft skills? Why then do I already have the technical skills? Why then do I need to have non-technical skills now? The key thing here that I want to point out to you is that one of the things that will stand you out on your resume during interviews, whether you run a business, is your non-technical skills. Now, anybody, you have like over 20 people that have gone through this boot camp. Now, the thing that would differentiate or distinguish bootcamp member attendee A from a bootcamp attendee B boils down to the soft skills and how well they also know their technical skills. And so soft skills are very, very critical. Now, they would range from how you interact with even your colleagues, interact with your line manager, solve basic problems, go to how you manage your own work itself. There are a range of soft skills. And so for digital marketing professionals, I've identified just 5 key soft skills that we'll be looking at today, that once you pick up those soft skills, you will be unstoppable in your digital marketing career. Now, the question I have then to prelude us into that conversation is, what is digital marketing? Now, because you guys have spent 12 weeks learning about digital marketing, a lot of times the first soft skill you need is actually to understand the basic underlying thing around digital marketing. Now, people say, oh, digital marketing means a lot to different people. And when people define digital marketing, they think about it in terms of channels. But the very basic thing about digital marketing, and which I would define for marketing now, digital marketing is a part of marketing. So it's not a different thing. It's a part and parcel of marketing. And then the conversation then is, then what is marketing? So marketing simply is how a business creates value and exchanges value with the customer. Creates value, exchanges that value with the customer. That is, the business creates the value, the business gives the value to the customer, and the business gets value from the customer. Now, the value can be a product, can be a service, can be a commodity, can be anything whatsoever. Now, that is the value that the business is giving to the customer. Now, the value the customer is giving to the business is definitely in Naira and Kobo, or in USD and cents. So, having that basic understanding, or that top level understanding of this is what marketing is about. Marketing is how we create value within a company and give that value to the customer, and how we get that value from the customer and give it to our shareholders or to the business owners. That's simply what we do in marketing. So then, what do we do in digital marketing? What we do in digital marketing is doing all this process using digital means. That's simply what digital marketing is. Creating value for a business, taking that value and giving it to the consumer, and getting value from the consumer via digital means. That's simply what digital marketing is. So every single channel you know in digital marketing today, everything ties, everything is connected to how we create value as a business, and how we give value to the customer, and how we get value from the customer. That's the entirety of what we do in digital marketing. So I don't want you to leave this bootcamp, I don't want you to leave this call with the mindset that the 90% of digital marketing professionals have, which is that, oh, my own is just to run ads, my own is just to send email, my own is just to do social media management. I don't care if the company is making money. How can I make money for the business? My own is just digital marketing. That is a fallacy, and that is a fact. Now, the moment you begin to think of digital marketing as how we connect to the bottom line of the organization, how we connect to how it helps the business make more money, you begin to move your mindset from a basic digital marketing professional to a standard digital marketing professional. That's the first soft skill you need as a digital marketing professional. which is that how does my digital marketing efforts, how does my digital marketing strategy, how does my digital marketing analytics, everything I do in digital, how does it connect? How does it deliver more value to the customer? How does it get more value from the customer? Now, having said that and having established that, I then now decided that, okay, let us look at 5 soft skills you need to further develop. After developing that first most critical soft skill, which is understanding what digital marketing is and how it connects to the consumer. Now, just to confirm, I'm sharing my screen, so I hope you guys can follow through with my screen as well, and not just my voice. So, the first skill that I put here is the people skill. Now, if you work as a digital marketing professional, at one point or the other, you would have people reporting to you, or you'll be reporting to people. Now, how you manage people that you are reporting to, now, a lot of times people think that you are just going to get managed. You also need to manage those that you are reporting to. Now, when you are reporting to somebody, you need to understand them. You need to understand how they think. You need to understand what their mindset about marketing is. You need to understand what they think about digital marketing. You need to understand what they think about digital marketing campaigns. You need to understand what they think about influencer marketing. You need to understand what they think about email marketing. You need to understand what they think about SEO. Now, understanding these things helps you create your reports, helps you know how you will structure your reports. Now, so you need to understand people, whether they are your stakeholders. You need to know who are the most important stakeholders. Sometimes you hear people say things like, oh, the CEO asked me to do something, also the accountant or the CFO asked me to do something, and meanwhile, they don't know who to prioritize between these two people. Now, what the CFO is asking you for, what the accountant is requesting for before they approve your campaign, is different from what the CEO is asking you for before they approve your campaign, or is different from what the operations manager is different from before they approve your campaign. You need to understand the people that you're working with, and then now make sure that you deal with them based on your understanding of them. Now, the key question here you then ask is, how do I understand people? Now, I just got the job. I don't know, how do I know what they want? Ask questions. Now, I'm not saying that you meet somebody for the first time and then you say, oh, what do you think about digital marketing? No, that's not the kind of question you would ask. You need to ask them conversations around, oh, what do you think about this channel? What do you think about this channel? Do you think has this channel been productive? Has this channel been useful for us? Has this channel delivers results for us? When we use this channel, what was our experience of it? What do you think about using this channel? What do you think about deploying this? Those questions would give you comprehensive information about what the organization thinks about digital marketing. Because a lot of times, if the organization thinks that digital marketing is just on ads for us, or just create content for us, just manage social media for us, they don't understand how even social media helps the business move forward. So when you understand that, you now begin to know, okay, my first work is to see how these guys connect these channels together. Now, which moves me to the next soft skill, which is presentation. If you want to move forward in your career, you need to learn how to do good presentations. Now, I don't mean that to say that beautiful presentations, don't get it twisted. I mean good presentation. What's a good presentation? A good presentation needs to be clear. A good presentation needs to tell a story. A good presentation needs to communicate to your stakeholders. For example, if you're talking to the CEO doesn't care about, oh, we want to use Instagram, we want to use Twitter. The CEO cares about how much will this campaign make for us. Now, every other thing will come from that. How much do we estimate or do we forecast that we can make if we do this? Now, if you do a presentation, you are doing a plan, you say, go and prepare a digital marketing plan for us. And then I was speaking in a session, like, I think earlier this month, and then the conversation was around how to make presentations that get approved. And then I introduced the concept of the three slides plan. Now, sometimes people make 18 slides, 20 slides, 100 slides. And then I say that you just need 3 slides to convince your stakeholders to say, oh, this is where we are going to, this is how much we estimate to make, this is what we need to achieve these results, and this is how we want to achieve it. Simple. So you need to know your stakeholders and make presentations that communicate to them. Don't get it twisted. Let me say this once again. It doesn't have to be fine. That's not the point. You can make a vanilla presentation that is minimalist, and it puts the most important information. Now, one key thing I also want to mention is that too much words do not pluck the coconut from the coconut tree. So when you're making your presentation, it's not by putting so many words there. It's not by putting all the text there. It's not by also putting in digital marketing jargon. We will do drip feed campaign. We will do influencer marketing campaign. There's a strategy. Is not by using all those terms, and that's where it has to communicate to your target audience. Make it as simple as possible. Make it in the simplest possible way. Now, so if you're able to do presentations that make sense to your target audience, your stakeholders, you would go very far in your career. Then it moves me to the conversation around spreadsheet usage. Today, if you're a digital marketing professional, you have learned digital marketing, go and learn how to use spreadsheets, Excel, Google Sheets. Go and learn how to use them. Because I don't care what your specialization is. Whether you're a social media manager, whether you're a content marketing marketer, or you're a product marketer, or you're a growth marketer, you're a technical marketer, you're a SEO analyst, whatever thing you are a specialist in or specialist of in digital marketing, the knowledge of spreadsheets will do you wonders. The knowledge of spreadsheets will take you from 0 to 100. The knowledge of spreadsheets will make you celebrated within any organization. So go and learn spreadsheets. It's very, very critical. How to do basic mathematics using spreadsheets. How to sum two cells together. How to multiply with cells. How to do sum ifs. How to do counter, how to use counter, how to use count ifs, how to use pivot tables. Go and learn these functions. Go and learn how to use Excel or spreadsheets. Now, this would separate you. Now, don't get me twisted. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying you should go and become a data analyst. I'm saying that go and learn how to use spreadsheets, because a lot of times you will get your results with spreadsheets. If you go to Google and go on Facebook today, if you go to Facebook today, you would realize that when you check your Facebook Insights, you can download your data. When you can download this data into XLXX, which is a spreadsheet format, a Microsoft Excel format. Now, if you go to Google Ads today, you can download keywords into spreadsheet format. Now, when you download these keywords, you can see it. Everybody can download it. Anybody can go and look at it. But what do you do with it when you're on spreadsheet? That's critical. And that moves me to my next soft skill, which is using data and insights. As a digital marketing professional, permit me for the lack of a better word in this context, any idiot can run ads. But when we run that ads, what does it mean? What do we do next? That's insight. Every idiot can run an ad, but not everyone can draw insight from the ads they have just run. So you need to learn how to work with insights. Now, working with insights would mean you need to know more about the customer. You need to understand the platform. You need to understand how the platform is being used. The way Google ads work is different from the way Facebook ads work. The way Facebook ads work is different from the way Instagram ads work. Those who use these platforms are different. Now, that's not even now digital advertising. Now, if you come to content marketing, the content marketing is a totally different thing. Why do we need to deploy content on Zikoko? Why not just deploy the content on Nairaland? Now, these platforms have different usage. These platforms have different insights that guide them. So, understanding data, making sense of this data, being able to draw insights from this data, those are some things that you need to learn. And you cannot learn this skill without practice. Now, some of these skills that I've intentionally put here, they are skills that, as a digital marketer, you don't necessarily need them. But as a digital marketer, it stands you out in any organization once you know them and you are able to do them. So you need to learn how to work with data. You need to learn how to use data. When you see data, what does it mean? Now, if I run an ad today, or if I publish a post on Linda Ikeji, for example, and I check a tool that helps me look at the post views, or if I ask Linda for the post views and she shares the post views with me. Now, if I see the post views, anybody can look at that post views. But when they look at the post views, what does it mean? Does it mean that Linda Ikeji is a good platform to publish the next time? Does it mean that perhaps we should publish at night? Or does it mean that perhaps we should publish in the morning? Now, those are the things we call insights. You have run an ad, you have finished a campaign, you have gotten the results, maybe you have met the KPI, or you have published your weekly report. When you are publishing a weekly report, what are the insights? What are the learnings from that week activity? What do you think that in the next week we should do better on? What do you think that we didn't do better on this? This is why we didn't do better on this. We need to do better on this. We can only do better on this because of this. That's what we mean by insight. So it's not enough to sit with data. Anybody can sit with the you have run a digital marketing campaign. Anybody can sit with it and say this is A, this is B. But when they see A, what does A signify? What does A mean? That is insight. So you need to understand, continually practice how to draw insight from your digital marketing data. Excuse me. And then I go to the decision-making skill. You need to know how to make decisions. You need to continually improve how to make decisions. Decisions based on channels to be used. Decisions based on how much should we spend. Now, there's something we do in startups. It's called piloting and scaling. Now, you want to run a campaign. You have never run the campaign before. You don't even know what the average CPE of that industry is. You need to say, okay, let us test with this amount. Once we test with this amount, based on the results we get, we can add more amount, or based on we can reduce the amount. So you need to know how to make decisions. Now, once you continually improve, now decision-making skill is something you continually improve throughout your career. You start a job today, and they give you access to the email marketing dashboard. Decision-making skill is how you are asking, what are the segments that we have? Okay, when we send emails, what time do we send emails before? What are the results? Open rate is 1% when they send email in this time. You know what? Let us send it in this time. Let us experiment with this time. This decision-making skill ties to experimentation, which as a digital marketing professional, you need to continually experiment. You need to continually experiment. You cannot take away the position of experimentation as a digital marketing professional. Thank you very much for listening. I wish you all a splendid career in digital marketing. Cheers.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ladi, for the presentation and for the insightful session. So as digital marketers, it's beyond SEO and content marketing, it's beyond social media marketing. You must know how to manage people. You must know how to use your sheets. You must be good with presentation. You must know how to create insights from data. And also, you must know how to make decisions, data-driven decisions. Thank you so much, Ladi. That was so impactful. So does anyone have any question? Does anyone have any question? You can raise up your hand if you have any question, or you type it in the chat box. Okay, while waiting, I'd like Pedro to talk to us on how to maximize the bootcamp, how to maximize what we've acquired during the bootcamp.
Thank you very much. Okay. I'm quite. I love graduations. Back in uni, we used to go and eat rice in people's graduation. I'm just pained that people are not sharing rice here. I would have loved to eat rice. But then, thank you very much, Ladi, for your insights. Surprisingly, I think I even gained some things from that. That's one small cheat that I actually get from attending these things. I mean, it looks as if LearnlyApp is setting all of these things up, but some cheats is I actually get to learn, a few things. He mentioned something about presentations and sharing, how to communicate. What the CEO needs is different from what your fellow digital marketing team needs. And yeah, of course, I know all of this. I know the importance of communication, but then it makes so much sense because I was thinking when I discussed with our digital marketing team, I'm after the goal, like how does this result to this goal? Because I'm working in the position of a CEO. So I'm not, while I understand tech and I understand the nitty-gritties of digital marketing, I can go into the details of, okay, these are the channels we want to use, these are the metrics to look for, these are the insights. But when we get to maybe a planning conversation, I'm after the goal. So if we spend these resources on doing this, what do we get out of it? That's At that point, that's what I'm thinking about. And it's an insightful thing for my team to know that, okay, in this conversation, this is what we share. Then when we are now discussing strategies, this is what we look at. Like I mentioned, I gained from this. This was truly insightful. It was also a nice talk, and I will tell you, I also agree with what he mentioned when he was starting, the fact that soft skills would differentiate you from the technical skill. And I can also tell you this from experience in the software development world, because I've been a software developer for some time. One of the major difference between one or two software developers really in getting a job is not about who can get it done, but who people presume that can get it done. And it's all about the communication and the soft skill. For instance, some people are very active on LinkedIn, and this is not about software developers alone. Some people are less active on LinkedIn, and you're looking for a remote job, because I'm already getting into the conversation I want to talk about, right? So let's assume we are both looking for a remote job. I'm very active on LinkedIn. You are not very active on LinkedIn. The recruiter does not know me at all. He does not know you, but then he looks at our profile and then decides to look us up, and then ends up saying that it seems this person is more of a professional than this other person. And this actually happened to me yesterday. I went to a company dinner and I met some of my staff, and they were telling me that this is the person that comes up and shares a lot of this insight. I'm very quiet in the office. I'm not a very loud, active person when I'm outside. I'm only very loud when I'm comfortable. But then on LinkedIn, I post almost every day, right? So if you don't know, on LinkedIn, I post almost every day. And then they're like, and it was a company dinner. Some people came with their wives, and they were like, this guy is very active. He talks about really great, interesting, important. If that was an opportunity, I would have gotten it already over any other person. And that's solely in soft skills. It has nothing to do with my capability to get anything or get the job done. It's just solely about my soft skills and communicating in the right channel, right? It also maybe leans on some things he mentioned, getting insight, knowing where to put your stuff, knowing how to communicate, knowing how to package it, knowing how to sound the way you want to sound to different people, to different audiences. I create content on LinkedIn, on IG and the likes. What I put on IG is totally different from what I put on LinkedIn. And all of those things comes from insight. And I work extensively with digital marketing team and will come to this insight. So I'm going to talk about how you can maximize this bootcamp. We still have some time. I am supposed to share a slide in which I have, but I want to add, I was trying to attach a particular picture to the slide, which I don't have yet. But let me see if I can maybe just share a little bit part of the slides, and then the rest we can discuss. Okay, let me share my screen. The screen, share this. So slideshow, maybe this works. And my slides is also, I'm trying to follow my our digital marketing speaker today, our guest speaker today. So my slides are also short, and these are things I want to discuss: maximizing this bootcamp, resources for improvement, and next bootcamp talk events, and accessing internship opportunities. Basically, how you can get the best out of this bootcamp. This bootcamp has been, quite insightful, and something Ladi also mentioned it. A lot of people that get into the industry do not have the background knowledge. There is a lot of knowledge gaps. And if you have heard me speak about anything related to this, I talk about this a lot. The fact that I learned on my own, one of the things that led towards LearnlyApp is the fact that I learned tech on my own. I went solo in my tech journey, and I realized later on in my career that I had a lot of knowledge gaps. I have tried my best to fill these knowledge gaps with books, boot camps, and all of that. And today, I thank God, thankfully, I'm a much better person. But when I learned on my own, a couple of months after, I was really feeling like the boss. Maybe because you learned how to use Canva very well, or maybe you learned how to, write something on VS Code, or maybe you learn one particular skill and you feel on top of the world, and you can put your update your CV. You tell people that without having the base knowledge, understanding the basics. And this is something that a lot of people that go out on their own without going through a properly structured boot camp like this offers. So I think this is important. You going through this boot camp, even though it's 3 weeks, even though it's the introductory part, it sets an amazing foundation for you. And you would not really understand how important these foundations are until 1 to 3 years down the line when you have progressed in your career. And you notice that there are some things there are some things you think about, and people don't just know that those things exist. You might not remember them word for word, but you already know that some of these things exist because you went through like a rudimentary introductory part of digital marketing, and some people will not have that. So this is really a great opportunity, and I'll talk about how you can maximize this bootcamp. And the first slide I have is one, get your certificates. And the reason I'm saying this is evidence, right? Because you go explain tire without any evidence. That's the reason why you should get your certificates. You have gotten the knowledge. For me, I am a pro-knowledge person. I love learning. I love education. I love knowledge. I love learning new things. If I have more time in this life, all I'll do is read and learn, and then maybe become a motivational speaker, which is something I think I might be good at. I used to say that my career in life is to be a motivational speaker, but it's not necessarily about the motivational speaker. It's about getting the knowledge, but there needs to be evidence for your knowledge, really, and that is the whole point of getting your certificate. You've gone through this program, get a certificate, put it on your CV, put it on your career. It's going to make a huge difference. People see that you actually went through a structured learning and completed it, and then you got certificates for this. It's a plus for you. So complete your learning and get your certificates. It's going to help you. Share your certificates, especially on LinkedIn. If you want to do anything in this 21st century, if you want to, I'll make an example that is not maybe very relatable, but if you want to marry anybody, you can check their Facebook, Instagram, IG to see what they look like. Because most times we meet people online these days. The same way, if somebody wants to recruit you, trust me, they will check you on LinkedIn. Just trust me on that. Anybody that wants to recruit you, that is really serious about your recruitment, is going to look you up on LinkedIn. If there's one thing you can do to improve how you look to employees, is to update your LinkedIn and look very professional. That's where everybody is, right? Everybody that wants to recruit you is probably on LinkedIn, and you are a digital marketer, for God's sake. So there's nothing you can use better to polish your profile better than your LinkedIn profile. And then, of course, you need to have your CV and all of that. So share your certificates, especially on LinkedIn. When someone hears that you have actually completed a form of training on LinkedIn, it helps. There are also other platforms you can share this. So share your certificates on LinkedIn. Update your education section in your LinkedIn. Put a certificate that you gained in introductory digital marketing also on LinkedIn. This is going to help you a lot. And a small bonus to this is, lately, LearnlyApp has been getting a lot of recognition. LearnlyApp Edtech by United Nations, UNESCO, things like that. And thanks to the amazing work that the whole team have been doing. So even your certificates is getting even more recognition and more important. So again, like I mentioned, if you want to maximize this, add it in your education. It's part of the certificate you got, it's part of your training. You committed 4 weeks into this, and then you should be able to show something for that, like I mentioned. So you're not going to explain plenty. You have evidence to show for that. And then share your story. This also goes to, I'm not going to also mention LinkedIn alone, but this also goes to sharing on LinkedIn and every other platform that you can talk about it. This is just you talking about the fact that you have done something about digital marketing, and people will know somehow that, yeah, this person actually has the training to be a digital marketer. You don't know when it's going to, really pay you or come in very handy. And then follow up on your mentors. I see Olushe is here on the call. She's one of our mentors. So she's one person you can follow. Olushe, welcome. I was hoping to greet you before, but it skipped my mind. But now that I saw something about the mentors, now it has come back to my mind. So we are really happy to have you here. Welcome on board. But then, yeah, follow up on your mentors. This is very important because they would guide you. And in the next slide I'm going to share, you're also going to see an important reason why you should follow your mentors. But follow your mentors. These people are professionals in the industries. You can reach out to them. We have seen people. So we are trying to recruit some internship. There were some internship opportunities that LearnlyApp had. There are some internship. Thank you very much. There are some internship opportunities that LearnlyApp had. And we put out the internship opportunities first for people that have gone through the LearnlyApp bootcamp training or whatever we have held. And then we've started interviewing some people. And one person during the interview, we were just discussing, and the person, mentioned that the person is the product designer. The person mentioned that, he actually followed up on one of the mentors. He practiced a lot. He got a job offer, right? He did our 3 weeks product design bootcamp. And the 3 weeks is an introductory part, right? Normal product design bootcamp should have taken about 3 months of proper course training and activity, and then internship afterwards. That's what the normal bootcamp we have at LearnlyApp looks like. But he only did 3 weeks, and he also realized that he had a lot to learn. But he started putting out his work, doing what he was, what he wanted to do, and stuff. And somebody actually reached out to him, offering him a job. And he thought, I actually know I am not qualified for this job this person is trying to offer me, but let me speak to a mentor. So he messaged one of the mentors on LinkedIn, and the mentor basically guided him on what to do, how to proceed, what to work on, and what to do with that opportunity. And now he was also interviewing for an internship opportunity. He did not want to take the opportunity because it was not an internship opportunity, or it was not like a training opportunity. It was more of they assumed he was already very skilled, and so what they were going to demand from him, and what he saw that he could not necessarily deliver. But then he met with the mentor, and they arranged how to go about it. This is to show that your mentors that are here are probably the closest you can get to having a professional in the industry. A lot of courses that you take in other places, you might not have a direct contact with the mentors, but here you have contact with the mentors. Oluche is here, Ladi spoke earlier. So reach out to them, connect with them on LinkedIn, on Instagram, anywhere that they are active. Tell them, start the conversation with, hey, like I really attended the LearnlyApp bootcamp and you're a mentor and I learned a lot. Trust me, that is breaking the ice. You can start the conversation from there. So that is also very important. And the next thing I want to also share is resources for improvement. I was trying to look for all of the resources to list here, but again, I was trying to this is more of a generic template, so looking for something a bit more specific took a bit more time, but I was able to put some of these things together, and I'll tell you guys how to go about it. First, follow top professionals in the industry. These people include your mentors. So if you are looking for resources for improvement, follow top professionals in the industry. And this goes to the last point there. Read articles from them, read their write-up, read what they talk about. Again, from your mentors. These people share their experience. These people share, what they are going through, how they are learning, and stuff, maybe something new. And this will give you very unique insights from people people that you trust that can actually guide you. So look for that top professionals, look for other digital marketers, look for other people that are in your industry that are already doing what you're doing, that have 6, 7, 8, 9 years. This is the personal advice I would give you. Follow them and see what they are doing. Look at their CV. I'm a software developer. Something I would advise somebody to do is go and look at the code top professionals have written. You will learn a lot from it. So the same thing with your mentors in your digital marketing track. Follow them, look at what they do, try to see what they do, and when they post, sometimes they also post a lot of opportunities, right? Some of these top professionals have jobs and opportunities that they post. The second resource I'm going to recommend to you for improvement is on LearnlyApp. It is currently called Quiz. Next year, starting January, it's going to change the name to Game. And basically, this is interview questions preparation. And the importance of this is going to really help you to answer. We have over 7,000-8,000 questions with answers on interview questions that would really help you. You're just starting out in a career. So these things, will still try to emphasize what you've learned. It's a great resource for improvement. And then also check out the LearnlyApp resource and the full course. I'm going to share a bit more about this later on. But then check out LearnlyApp resources and full course on digital marketing. These are also really amazing resources for you to learn and grow. And then videos on YouTube. I spend a lot of my time on YouTube. In fact, I have YouTube Premium. Good thing for me, it also has music, so I don't need to get Spotify or Apple Music, and that's just on the side. But then I watch a lot of videos on YouTube. I learn a lot, YouTube podcasts and things like that. You really have to be committed to your career a lot to get a lot of insight and stuff from your career. And then articles from top professionals in your industry. I already mentioned that in the first point. Like your mentors, see what these people are doing. So the next set of slides, I really do not have them all set up yet. So I'll just come back to this discussion outline and then talk about next bootcamp talk event. So the next steps for you really is to take this career further, right? This is also a way for you to get the best out of this bootcamp. The next steps for you is to maybe take a proper training that also goes into different tools. LearnlyApp has a couple of courses that are launching all on the 1st of January. And thankfully, 1st of the January is Monday. And one of those courses is the digital marketing full course that is supposed to last 3 months, and every other thing, that comes in between. So that is going to be really important for you. And all through next year, there's going to be there's a lot of events and stuff, talks, trainings, workshops that we have, planned, set up for you. So really, really look forward to this. If you are following us on our social media, just check often. You'll see something that's, that would really interest you. And then internship opportunities. I would advise to get a bit more training for internship opportunities. And it's not because I'm a wicked person and I don't want to make money. I used to say I have a personal story. When I came to Lagos at first, I got a job. In the first month of my job, I got fired, which was really surprising for me because I thought I was good. And then I got the job and I realized how terrible I was on the job. This boot camp, I wasn't terrible. I was terrible on the job. I didn't have really bad skills, but I just didn't have all the skills needed. And this is because I did not know. Like I mentioned to you guys earlier, I learned on my own. So I had a lot of knowledge gaps. So this bootcamp is just an introductory section to digital marketing. There is a lot in digital marketing. There is a lot. There are tools you should know how to use. Ladi mentioned Excel, email marketing. There are a lot of things, getting insights, campaign strategy, all of these things. There is a lot. And all of this is going to come in a proper training, in a proper bootcamp session. So I would really advise you, next steps is to get a proper training bootcamp. Thankfully, LearnlyApp offers something that is really going to be very fantastic. And we are launching a couple of courses starting January. And those courses include front-end, back-end, digital marketing that we just did, product design, cybersecurity, and all of that. And we have gotten a lot of feedback from people. If you ask me, so one of the things we are doing starting January is bootcamp, like the proper bootcamp that we just talked about, that comes with internship, that comes with proper training. You have one-on-one sessions, you have even more sessions. On Saturdays, your trainings go to 2 hours rather than 1 hour. And imagine 3 months of 2 hours training weekly on digital marketing with all the resources, the training, the assignment, and the internship you get afterwards. Like after the 3 months training, you get to actually do internship, work with digital marketers, work on campaigns. Your CV will become very rich. You'll have the certifications and every other thing that comes with that. That's what we are going to really advise for you. If you ask me, that is the logical next step for you. But LearnlyApp is also coming up with a lot of packages because this is the bootcamp exclusive package that we have. We also have other packages that make it easy for you to access some of these things. This exclusive package that I mentioned is about 150K. Or am I right, Sure? Hope I'm not stating the wrong amount.
Yes, you're right. It's 150K.
Okay, yeah. So, but then we also understand that Nigeria is not very level, right? I was in Nigeria a couple of weeks ago, so I actually understand this. We are working with a lot of our partners, our training partners and stuff to come up with a subscription kind of package where with like 10K per month, you can access 10, 15, 20 courses, all available, the full course, the resource, with training and all of that. And then with 20K in 3 months, you can even access lots more. And these are lower versions of the package. All of these are launching on the 1st of January. But most importantly, there is a lot to come that is going to give you proper training starting January. And this is what I'm going to advise, for you guys to do next. And we're also trying to make sure that you get the best. And we are also considering the fact that, things are not, things are not very perfect in Nigeria. I know this firsthand, and we have seen, different people, ask us how we can go about it. And that's why we are launching a couple of packages that span across, different financial constraints so that people can still maximize out of it. Whatever package you go for, you're going to get access to all of the resources. You're going to have monthly trainings, like workshops will come in every month, and you are going to get basically a lot from what you are trying to do with the certificates. And of course, it's only the bootcamp exclusive that comes with an internship, right? But you are going to learn more about this. We are going to share more about this with everybody on LearnlyApp. But that's typically, what comes next. So if you want to get the best out of these bootcamps, some of these things that I mentioned are what I would advise you to basically go through. Get the certificates, share your certificate, share your story, update your education is really important. If you don't have a LinkedIn profile or LinkedIn account, it's surprising, but this is going to be the call to you to get that. You are a digital marketer, so you need to be on all digital platforms. LinkedIn is one of them. And then share your story and consider all of the resources, interview questions, videos, mentors, different things like that. And I hope and wish you guys the very best that you've gotten from this bootcamp. Any questions? Sorry. Okay. I think over to you, Shewa. There are no questions.
Okay. So if we don't have any question, the next thing is for us to hear from the mentor, but she just stepped out. I think she had network issues. So while waiting for her, if you have anything you want to say, any feedback, yeah, this is the time for you to give us feedback from the boot camp. So how was your experience? Let us know. Let us know what you learned during the boot camp. How did it change you? How did it transform your career journey? How did it impact you? Please, we need minimum of two boot camp feedbacks. Thank you. And if you can't speak, it's okay. Just send it a message in the chat box.
Just to mention, sure. When are we sharing? What's back to the conversation we were having before? What are we giving to the best graduating students? What are your thoughts? I have a list of how people performed all through the boot camp. So
okay, so
yeah,
the best graduating student, we have to consider two things. We have to consider the person's assignment and the person's score on the leaderboard, and we can give the person a discount
okay.
on one of our programs, yeah, next year. So if the person is willing to learn, either take the full boot camp, with us, that's the exclusive boot camp, we can give the person a discount. If the person wants to go with the other subscription model, we still give the person a discount. So I think that's how we're going to compensate and motivate the person.
Okay. Because me, I have what are we not going to give me? Me now that I'm the person that is compiling the type of, yeah, me too. I don't I deserve something.
We'll give you water.
God, God save us, Jesus. That's the line.
We'll send you a mail of appreciation. Thank you.
Okay.
Please, I'm still waiting for the feedback, please. So just tell us something about the mentors. Did you enjoy the workshop session? Did you not enjoy it? How was the learning resources? Was it difficult? Was it easy to understand? Just tell us something. Tell us anything. Your experience, how your experience was. Just express yourself. You can't be wrong. Don't worry.
They are not marking this one, Abby.
No, I'm not marking it. Feel free to express yourself.
And then let us know how we can also improve.
Yes, what were the things you didn't like? What were the things you feel that could have been done better?
As a side note, I heard a lot of people try to log in. The complaint reached my table, so it did not go unheard. It did not. So we are working. One of the things we are trying to do is to upgrade some things on the app. So you get a better seamless experience. So
Yes. So this experience would be the same by January. By January 1st, we would have put a lot of things in place. So subsequent learning period is going to be seamless. You're going to enjoy it. The app won't hang, and you won't you won't get stuck on a particular page. So just bear with us. Sorry about that. We apologize. And okay, I've seen a comment here says the
also,
bootcamp is really insightful. It opened my eyes to see to so much I need to know about digital marketing. The live sessions were the absolute highlight. Thank you, Onome. But the app hangs a lot. Don't worry.
so
It is on the
one of the things I also think, so I think something that happened was the app was built for high network, fast speed, and stuff. But one of the things we are having to also realize is, the network and the speed at which some people have access to some of these things is not as, it's not as ideal as we think. So we have to do a lot of things to make it more network friendly. It's not necessarily even about the size, but network friendly. This is when you begin to see the difference between 3G, 2G, 4G, and 5G. Things like that. So, and those are the things that are making the app look like what it is. So, but yeah, we have factored in all of these things. It's so one of the reasons also that Shawa is mentioning or saying what she's saying is because so we have actually partnered with Microsoft. LearnlyApp has partnered with Microsoft, and one of those partnership gives us access to better how do I say it, better technical setup. So Shawa telling you that it's not going to be like this next day is actually coming from an informed technical decision. Okay, maybe let me stop sharing the screen. There's something else I wanted to share. I think I have it here.
Yeah, the leaderboard.
No,
Okay. The
I also,
payment.
yeah. So I was talking about this before, right? And this is something that we are launching starting next year. We are going to begin to see this on LearnlyApp starting next year. Again, it's part of the things that we have come up together with in partnership with Microsoft and stuff. And then you can have access to the courses, certificates, monthly events, and workshops, and all of that for 10K in a month. And if you want to do for 3 months, which might be better, you get 20K rather than 30 for 3 months. And you have access to over 15 courses, including product design, digital marketing, the introductory, the full course, and all of that. Basically everything that you're going to need to succeed. This is something that we have been able to come up together with, because of our new partners that we are discussing, and have made it really easy for us to provide way much more for Nigerians and Africans generally. And if you want to go for the premium plan, then you get the full year plan. This is what it looks like. And then if you want to now do the bootcamp, like this is the bootcamp that we are telling you guys about. For digital marketing is 150K for 6 months. You get access to everything in this pro plan, and stuff. You have 6 months access to our app and the courses, put the current courses and even the new courses that will be coming on. You get certificates, you get one-on-one sessions, you get 3 months internship after, you get more chances of job opportunities, which is what this is the bootcamp that we are really advising for people. But then maybe if you cannot come up with this yet, there are also other plans that can be suitable for everybody. We are going to get more of this information. We are going to start, putting more of this out. But these are a lot of things that we are working on to make it really easy for people ahead of next year. So yeah, this was the last thing I want to share. And the next thing I want to share is the leaderboard. So I'll stop sharing here and I'll share my mobile phone. Because I was telling you guys, the idea was to make it that everybody here can have access to the leaderboard. Leaderboard is not supposed to be something for me alone. It's supposed to be for everybody to access. So you see that we are not maybe at the back adding something to something. for full transparency. Hello?
Hello?
Can you guys see my screen?
Right.
I'm sharing my mobile phone. Can you guys see the mobile phone screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Yes. So this is the updated version of the mobile app that people do not have. I wasn't able to release. Now I was talking about. I wanted to release this so that we can all have access to it. Leading to now. But we don't have that here. Like for instance, if you go to my learning and you go to completed, usually when you complete a course, it takes you to completed. And then when you click on it, the first thing you see is your performance assessment. You see your score, you see your leaderboard, you see the day you started it, you see the day you completed it, the number of modules you completed, the points you earned, your certificate. If you don't have a certificate, you can request a certificate and you can share this. This is something you can share. And if you click on the roadmap, you can see your roadmap and see things that you've completed and things that you've concluded. And all of these are part of the changes that we have already on ground for next year. I was trying to rush to see if we can release it before next year, but then you don't have access to this right now. But starting next year, these are some of the things that everybody's going to have access to. But then, more importantly, on the ongoing, when you have a course that is ongoing, even me myself, I am enrolled to the product design and the digital marketing course. I have not completed my course. Maybe I'm a bad student, but the course was not majorly meant for me, so that's why I did not want to complete it. But if I check on the digital or digital marketing, introductory digital marketing course, I can see the leaderboard. Can you guys see the leaderboard button at the bottom left of the card? It is not there in your app right now. Let me just mention, it's only on my own version of the app. So if you click on that button, what happens is it fetches your leaderboard. And now this is the leaderboard. So these are how people have performed over the bootcamp. Esther Eshaw is the top performer, completed 38 resources and has 114 points. And then Onome Obokere is the second here, 106.49 points, and has completed all resources, 38 resources. Then Temilade 103, Sulaimon 187, and Victoria 100.22. And then we also have Ikechuku 100.05. So these are the people that have made our top 5 so far. This list contains the top 20, and I am on number 19. Again, I did not complete all of it. I've just completed 4 resources. So it is important for you to complete all of your courses. If you complete them, I can see Philip here. I can see Sulaiman. I think Sulaiman was here. Yeah, Sulaiman is here. I can see, let me see Esther Loba. I'm trying to look for people that are on the call and where they are on the leaderboard. Esther Eshaw was joining and leaving because I noticed people were joining and leaving, and Onome is also here. So Onome is Tim Tokwe Alubai on the app. Okay, Tim Tokwe. Okay, yeah, I can see Tim Tokwe here. You have also completed your resources. So everybody on the call have completed their resources, and we can see this is the current standing as it is based on the program and everything people have concluded. So, Shawa, yes, this is it.
Okay, so we have Esther Eshaw. Is Esther on this call?
She's not
I
on the
saw her
call.
busy.
Yeah.
Okay, she's not on the call presently. But okay, so we are going to be giving Esther a 30% discount on the digital marketing bootcamp. So
Okay.
I really hope she's interested in learning more. I really hope she's interested in learning more about digital marketing so she can take advantage of this opportunity. Because this digital marketing bootcamp is for 3 months, and after that, you're going to have access to 1 month internship in a tech company where they're really going to put to practice what they've learned. And I really hope she's really interested in this opportunity so she can take advantage of it. So congratulations, Esther. I wish you the best in your digital marketing journey. And to every one of you, we really appreciate your efforts, your dedication.
Onome really tried. He's also Onome is on the call, and his second, 106.49, close. But how did Esther get 114?
Hmm.
That's a lot of gap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what it is, for this boot camp. It was nice having to have everybody here, and everybody that have completed the call. Suleiman also, I see here, your thoughts, just a couple of points. Can imagine. Okay, it's 3 points. I thought it was 100 points. It's 97 and 100.87. But yeah, I think a few 100, 100 and 100.3. And then Tim Tokpa is also here, completed all 38 resources, and Philip is also here, completed all 38 resources. And you guys all made it, at least everybody on this call, all made it to the top 10, right? This is the top 8, and everybody on the call is actually very present here, which is also quite nice and impressive. Great work by you guys. You guys really did amazing. So me now that they say is water that they want to give me now. So let me go and drink water and mind my business. Because we are working all night and day to put all of this together now is water that they are giving us. It's okay. So yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I would now hand over to you at this point now. Right.
Okay, thank you so much, Pedro. Don't worry, we're going to get you something for Christmas. It's an in-house thing. The exchange of gifts we are planning. We'll see what we can send to the Netherlands. Okay, Tega, I think it's time for the photograph. So everyone, please turn on your camera. Let's take a snapshot of the graduates that are present in this event. Even though there's no rice, at least let's take pictures and be happy. Okay, so please turn on your camera. Tega, please take over. Is Tega here?
Okay. I'm
Okay.
waiting for
Oh,
everybody
I've
to
never
get
put
ready.
on my camera. Can't imagine. I forgot.
If you have not put on lip gloss, don't put on lip gloss. Or your fine or your foundation. Are we set? I noticed that Sulaimon, your camera is not on.
Pedro.
Yes, it's not.
This one you
Please,
take the call.
please use my profile picture.
We should use your profile picture.
Yes, yes.
Eh?
All right, no problem, no problem.
I'm waiting for Pedro.
This one, Pedro, is not here. I hope he's not going to
He probably went
outshine
to
the best
for the
graduate of the
picture he wants.
event.
So we're going to say bootcamp. Bootcamp. Okay. Pedro, are you set? You're on mute. We can't hear you.
I'm not set. Wait.
Okay. Okay. The next graduation, I'll make sure I'm going to wear agbada because Pedro has just been winning best dress for a while now.
At least we are going to share award. If people don't want to give
I'll
award,
make sure I make up.
okay. Yes, I am set now.
All right.
What people cannot see.
Okay.
So, Eze, please put on your cameras.
as the best
So
dressed.
at the count of 3, I'll take the first shot.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3. Say boot camp.
Camp.
Boot camp.
Some people went off because of the network. So I don't know if I should still wait for them. But I'm going to take like more shots. So don't stop smiling until I say stop smiling. Just be smiling. A happy day.
Do I need to say anything?
No.
I want to look like all
Okay.
those. I want to look like all those old school headmaster. I think I can make this better.
Okay. I think I'm taking enough. Unless we want to turn this into a full-blown photo shoot.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Am I going to give graduation?
Okay, Esther, do you want to say something?
Exactly. The best graduating student should say something.
Is this I'm not sure she's so we have two Esthers in this cohort. We have Esther Aloba and we have Esther Esho. So I think we have Esther Aloba on this call. Oh, she's saying thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, Esther.
Then the second best.
Said
Yeah,
that
exactly. Onome can give a speech.
Say something. Give us your speech.
Your
I think next boot camp we're going to give more awards. So we're going to give most punctual. We're going to give most consistent student, most punctual student, because some people never miss this boot camp. The likes of Onome and Esther and Sulaimon, yeah, Latifat, yeah. They were always present. So we are going to consider that in subsequent boot camps. So I'm going to give more awards to our students. Yeah, Onome. Onome, do you have anything to say? Sorry, it was a mistake. All right, no problem. If there's nothing else to say, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for attending this ceremony. Enjoy the rest of your day. We look forward to seeing more of you. Now, you can tag us when you post your certificate on social media, on LinkedIn. Tag us, let us repost it so you get more views and you get more people to celebrate with you. So, talk about today, write something about today on your social media platform. Don't keep quiet, loud it. Let the world know that yes, you've acquired another certificate before the end of this 2023. So talk about today. When you get your certificate, upload it on your social media platforms. Tag LearnlyApp Edtech. And if you're not following us on social media, please, okay, good. Tega has posted the links to our social media platforms in the chat box. So just click on the link and follow us. If there's anything else, we are going to communicate with you through your mail and through the Slack channel and Telegram channel. So goodbye, everyone, and have a nice weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hi, Pedro. How are you?
hello, Shewa. People should be giving me my award though.
We will. Best dressed award.
Always. Nobody can beat it. Me.
We'll put it into consideration. When we start making money, we have money to buy plaque.
They gave me
And then
award yesterday.
we'll send it through
And
DHL to the Netherlands.
I did my company dinner. I went for my company dinner. See, they gave me award. LearnlyApp is
Uh,
not giving me award. They are
award
giving me
as
award.
what?
It's not your own concern. Did you give me award?
No, how will I not know what to let me think of? Let me be
What
motivated to give you an
is it of
award.
Did you think of all of the good things I've done this year and you said that for one of them, oh, let me give you award? No.
When we start making money, we'll give you an award, Pedro.
I've heard you. All right.
You get an award next year, don't worry.
There's something that has started. Somebody messaged me, shared something
Okay.
with me.
Okay.
Did I tell you when we applied for a MasterCard CC Hub Foundation that they picked Money Africa instead of us?
No, I'm not aware.
Okay, maybe that was a bit early in our career, but there was an Edtech this thing. Ah, God, Shewa, let me show you. Simon, Jesus, that's in pain to me. That's in pain.
Sorry.
Not give us because we supposed to get them on a normal.
It's maybe because Money Africa is more popular. So maybe a factor.
No, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know that Money Africa was Edtech until that day. So it's not really Money Africa.
It has been Edtech for a while now, but this was 2 years ago or so.
It's jumping from fintech to Edtech.
Yeah, so they said they train people in this. So so they are fintech, they are edtech. I think that's why they're moving their fintech to ladder. Well, they now
Yeah,
make Money Africa edtech and they make ladder
yeah,
the fintech.
startups in the first cohort. So look at this. Invitation, innovation, just startups in the first cohort of CC Hub MasterCard.
Okay.
Edtech, Niger Kids, Greatly, Money Africa. You see this linker? This linker we met in ITT. He was also one of the top 10 people in ITT. So I met ITT. This linker is in ITT that we just finished. It was one of the top 10. And see Money Africa. But no problem, no one. But this was the people that they selected around. Okay, maybe this was around June, so you had not joined us then. So
yeah, okay.
But now they have done. See now, they have started another one.
Okay.
So they started another one. Let me remove these winners.
What do you think might be the reason why they didn't select us that time?
Maybe we are just starting out.
Apart from the fact that we are new and maybe they don't know much about us, now we have a better credibility than them.
Yeah, and then better business
recognition. Yes.
MasterCard.
Pedro, please stop recording.
You can edit it now.
Who will take the time to delete it? I don't know how to delete it. Right? Maybe I'll discuss it and see how we can do that.
Yes, MasterCard. Okay, good. Call for application. So this one opened 2 days ago. Can you see?
I can't see your screen.
You said I should stop recording now. Did I stop?
Stop recording. You stopped sharing and you're still recording.